All right, welcome again. This is Module 3, Learning Point 2, in which I would like to introduce 3 levels of contracting. And the first one is procedural level, then there is the professional level, and the third one is the psychological one. Now, starting with the first one, the procedural level is connected with establishing the framework for cooperation. And quite often, this relies on a set of questions. We call them journalistic questions, where you establish who is going to participate in the contract, what is going on in this contract. So what is the task? What kind of materials are needed? Where we meet? When we meet? For how long we are going to cooperate, etc. These questions may be quite many, so you need to pay attention to getting all the answers right there, because if any of those are not mentioned, they are not considered, they are not answered, then you may fall into a pitfall, something that causes confusion, something that causes misunderstanding. For example, you may get information from your colleagues that you meet tomorrow around 3 o'clock in the Times Square, but you don't know exactly where in the town square you are to meet them. So you may feel confused, and then maybe you need to ask a question, can you give me exact spot? So this is the procedural level. Now, moving to the professional level, this is something connected with the expertise. So anyone who is involved in any contract needs to introduce or share their own knowledge and expertise and skills. So if I am to have a contract with somebody that paints rooms, yeah, do they have any expertise in that? How many times did they perform that job? And if I'm looking for any professionals, well, this is key to ask questions. So how professional are you? Yeah, are you ready to be part of that cooperation and fulfill your part of the job? And the final level of contracting is called psychological. And in the psychological level of contracting, it's the person, it's the individual in the contract. So we may be professionals, we may be experts, but then we are different personalities. And sometimes I may cooperate with that individual, but I don't want to cooperate with that individual, not because they don't have any expertise, but because there's something about them that maybe I'm just, I don't like that much. And when talking about these 2 levels of contracting, I would like to add the pitfalls that may go with them. So at the professional level, the pitfall may be that you get into a contract with someone who doesn't really know what they are doing. And then if you don't check that, if you don't make sure that you are working with a professional, then, well, at the end, the job done may not be satisfying, yeah, or you are not successful. And when we talk about the psychological level, well, the pitfall may be that you don't trust that person. Yeah? If you don't trust somebody, you are not going to cooperate successfully with them. So summing up, with all the 3 levels of contracting, it's very important that you, first of all, ask the right questions, but also avoid any of the pitfalls that I mentioned.